Only on AMC.
Next on AMC, Clark Gable stars with Carol Baker in a love story that proves you're just as young as you feel. But not for me. Next on AMC.
Come one, come all, drop what you're doing. It's a Clark Gable movie. How about that? Really glad to be introducing this one. From the time he was a teenager back in Cadiz, Ohio, Clark Gable knew that he wanted to be an actor, but he didn't have any clue how to do it, and he certainly didn't have an easy time getting there. He started out with many odd jobs while hanging out at the local theater, working backstage, then performing, later joining a touring company. He got some minor film work, but then he returned to the stage, eventually making it all the way to Broadway. But even then, few knew his name. Okay, Lionel Barrymore, one of the great Barrymore family, recognized what he was sure was this special ability this young man had and arranged for a screen test for him at MGM. You know what? The studio turned him down. He went to Warner Brothers. Studio turned him down. You know what they said? Didn't look good enough. Can you imagine that? That's what they said. Anyway, an agent then landed him a role in the Pathé Western, The Painted Desert, and before the year was out, he had a contract with MGM. He apparently started to look better. His rugged look led to a succession of tough guy roles. He was achieving a modicum of success, but after a while, Mr. Gable started to complain about typecasting. So, as a sort of a reprimand, MGM loaned him out to Columbia for a movie he didn't want to do, called It Happened One Night. Frank Capra directing. That happened to win him an Oscar. He became what was once called the uncommon common man. Uncommon indeed. He was one of the few leading men who was popular both with men and women. He will certainly be best remembered for centuries to come, probably, as Rhett Butler in Gone with the Wind. Near the end of his life, he made this excellent movie. About to see, it's a comedy, and it's a comic backstage tale that centers on a veteran producer's trying to come to terms with his age. Carol Baker plays the young love interest. Lily Palmer plays the ex-wife, and she's just wonderful in that role, as always. Lily Palmer is, of course, marvelous. They both contribute to the fun tremendously. Here they all are in But Not For Me. Now, didn't I tell you that was going to be fun? Any music fan listening to the great Gershwin standard played during the titles will not have to be told that we were all listening to the voice of Ella Fitzgerald, who sang the title tune. How about Lee J. Cobb as the playwright? Speaking of which, it is always interesting to follow the path by which a story makes it to the big screen. This one began life as a play called Accent on Youth by Samson Raphaelson. It opened in the early 1930s, did quite well. There was a movie made from it in 1935, used the same title, Accent on Youth. Then the story was recycled in 1950 as a Bing Crosby movie called Mr. Music, that time with Nancy Olson. Each of these films used the May-December theme to very good advantage, but the one we have just seen is the only treatment to go back to the original play and use the playwright's idea and story and characters. It has not been redone since, so I guess they finally got it right. Now watch this.